Roma against.
I know they lost to Vela the week
Against
before.
Patriots. Right?
Mission Vets. And good evening, football fans. Welcome to another edition of Valley High School football. We're coming to you live from Richard Thompson Stadium, and it's a battle between the visiting Roma Gladiators. They'll be taking on the Sharyland Rattlers in a battle of the 31-5A district. I'm Kevin Arrow, welcoming you live to ValleyCentral.com, and a lot's been said about this game. Roma had some high expectations coming into this season. They're coming in with a 3-3 record overall with a 1-2 district record. However, the Sharyland Rattlers, always deemed the powerhouse in the valley. They are 5-1 overall. That one loss coming against Laredo Alexander. However, they are 2-0 in district play, and of course, everyone has them at number 1 on their power polls. Rattlers will be receiving. They're going from right to left. Roma is kicking it off, and that kick's going to sail. Oh, it's going to take a funny hop, then sail out of bounds. So that's going to be a flag on the first, the opening kickoff, rather. And these Rattlers will have their hands on the football to start this one. So once again, thank you for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Live audio kickoff right about on schedule. 7:33 on my watch. Once again, thank you for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Richard Thompson Stadium is the site of this 31-5A matchup. The officials now moving their way down the field. Ball is going to be on the 35. I think they're going to re-kick this one. The Rattlers special teams still out on the turf. So they're going to re-kick this one. Rattlers are going to want a shot at returning it. So it's just a matter of time till we see Lance Madden and company for these Rattlers. So again, we're going to re-kick it. Roma in all white uniforms. And here we go. They're kicking this one off from the 35. And again, a high, short kick. Rattlers are going to take this one at the 30, 35. Looking for some room to run to the 40. Still on his feet is Sharyland. That's their Superman. He's patrolling the secondary along with special teams. He's the do-it-all for Coach Adam's squad. He comes off the turf, and out comes Lance Madden and his high-potent offense. I tell you what, folks, they can score, and they can score quick. This Rattler team well built on all three phases of the game. Special teams, defense, and of course their bread and butter, that's their offense. Spreading them out is their starting quarterback, Madden. Trips right, one lone receiver to the left. 1st and 10. Ball on the 43 out of the shotgun. He'll fake the he'll be a handoff up the left hash. We're going to get a lot of that. Read option, design plays. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9 coming up. 4 receivers set. Madden back to pass. Quick screen. 45. Can't pick up a block. Then brought out of bounds. Seth Carter on the reception for the Rattlers. He's one of Madden's go-to guys. Along with Laredo Guerra. He can split out wide, then come out of the backfield. 3rd and 6 right out of the gate for these Rattlers. 5 receivers set. Motion man. Out of the gun is Madden. Design quarterback run. He'll keep it. Left hash. Going to be close to the first down marker. Don't think he got it. Maybe a yard or two shy. It's going to be 4th and 2. Rattlers offense on the field. They're going to be going for it early on. Hard count. They get a guy to jump, free play. Deep ball left side. Passes up. Incomplete. Flags on the field. It's going to be an offsides going against the defense. That's going to be an easy call for these officials. And again, the awareness from Madden, realizing it was a free play, he launched that one deep down the left side. Offsides is the call. Officials picking up their flags. He was looking for Seth Carter down the left side. 1st and 10, Sharyland. Five receivers set. Madden looking back to pass. Hits his man Carter. Shakes one man to the 35. Seth Carter's been targeted already a couple of times. He's going to keep going his way. Keep an eye on number 12. That's James Cole, listed as a senior. 1st and 10. Rattlers with the football. Trips right. One lone receiver is Carter to the left. Motion man will be Guerra. It'll be a handoff this time to the 30-yard line, dragging defenders with him to the 26. Robbie Gonzalez on the carry. Second and short coming up. You're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see Guerra, Gonzalez, Carter and company. They like to spread this one around. Guerra with a carry. Bouncing it to the outside. Inside the 10. Smooth running. Weaving his way through defenders. Is Laredo Guerra. Sets up 1st and goal. Sharyland, they're on the move. And again, Madden orchestrating his offense, letting his left side of the offensive line know what the play is. Snaps there. Madden, option, pitches it to his man. 10, 5, lowering his shoulder and shoved out of bounds. Jesus Hernandez was the man on the far side of the field, pushing Gonzalez out of bounds. 2nd and goal coming up. Ball on the 7. Rattlers on the move early. Trips left. One lone receiver to the right. Guerra, the motion man. Madden, handoff to Gonzalez. Right up the middle. It's going to be 3rd and goal coming up. Ball right around the 3-yard line. So nonetheless, an impressive drive for these Rattlers on their opening possession. Quinford on 4th and short. Got the defense to jump. Picked up the 1st down. 9 minutes in the opening quarter here at Richard Thompson Stadium. Rattlers knocking on the door on their first possession. 4 receivers set. Guerra again, the motion man. Handoff into the end zone. Untouched. Touchdown, Rattlers. Laredo Guerra on the opening possession takes it in for the Rattler touchdown. 6-0 early on. The extra point coming up. Extra point coming up. Snaps there, kicks away, it's up. Good. 8:49 in the opening quarter. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Rattlers doing what they do, and that's score and score quick. 7-0 Rattlers lead. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action. Once again, my name is Kevin Naro, bringing you the play-by-play action. We're coming to you live from Richard Thompson Stadium, and the Sharyland Rattlers take their opening possession and go right down the field. They have an early 7-0 lead. Now we're going to get a taste of this Roma offense for the first time tonight. Rattlers kicking off from right to left. Here we go. Short kick. Roma is going to take it at the 10, crossing the 15 to the 20 up the left side, making one man miss to the 26-yard line. Pedro Rodriguez on the return, so out comes the Gladiators. If you're on Twitter, you can follow Action 4 Sports at Action 4 Sports for all the updated scores from around the valley. We're about the halfway point. These games are going to start getting bigger and bigger as the season goes on. Gladiators out of the shotgun. 1st and 10, ball on their own 26. We'll see how they answer back. Design quarterback run, shaking one man to the 30. Sharyland on the far side of the field, dragging him down. Robert Garza wearing the number 15. He's the starting quarterback for the Gladiators. 2nd and 4 coming up. Rafael Yanis lined up wide to the right, and he's wearing the number 5. 2nd and manageable coming up. They'll need 4 to convert. Garza's out of the shotgun. Handoff up the middle to the 35-yard line. That was Pedro Rodriguez, listed as a cornerback / running back on the roster. .757 in the opening quarter. So there's a flag on the field. This one's going against Roma. This will back them up 10 yards. So an early penalty could prove costly to this Roma squad. Jury's still out on that, of course. They're backed up from what was a 2nd and 4 to now a 2nd and 14. Bunch formation for these Gladiators. Now they'll line up in the slot to the right. That's Diego Cantu looking back to pass. Incomplete. Underthrew his man. He was looking for Yanis. Now this brings up a 3rd and long. You're going to go back and think you had a 2nd and 4. Push back via the penalty. Now you put yourself in 3rd and long. That's where this Rattler defense makes their money. Rudy Torreño, their quarterback of the defense, number 51. Keep an eye on him. And of course, the ever-dangerous Sharyland back at safety. Here we go. 3rd and long coming up for the Gladiators. 2 receivers set. Back to pass. Here comes the rush. Flushed out. Passes up. Throws it away. Nobody there. Incomplete. Gladiators will punt. Fourth and 14 now coming up. So Roma setting to punt this one away. They do. They get it off. Low punt. Landes is going to get a shot at this one, crossing the 45-50 into Roma territory. And the 41 to the 42-yard line. So now you're giving these Rattlers very short field position and already trailing 7-0. 7:07 in the opening quarter. Rattlers with the football for the 2nd time tonight. Got in on a Guerra touchdown on their opening possession. Madden back to pass. Looking deep ball right side. Passes up. Incomplete. And he was looking for James Cole. Juan Garcia on the coverage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Rattlers going for the home run on their first play. Madden, jet sweep, Guerra to the 40-yard line. So again, you're going to get a lot of that jet sweep. And these Rattlers run that hurry up, no huddle offense, something we've grown accustomed to seeing. And we'll try and keep you updated with all the scores from around the valley as this game goes on. Madden out of the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Quick screen. 45-40. Picks up a block. Down to the 30. Still on his feet. 25-20. Flag comes in. Rattlers are in the red zone. And just another weapon in the back pocket of head coach Ron Adame. This time it's Mauricio Martinez on the reception. But hold everything. There is a flag on the field. We're going to get the call from the officials. So it's going to be a push in the back going against the Rattlers. You can wipe off that big gain. Brings up a 3rd and 8. With the way this offense is run, no doubt that they're in 4-down territory. Ball on the 34-yard line of the Gladiators. Trips right for the Rattlers. Handoff, taking the conservative route. Not much going there. Couple of Gladiators there to greet him. Brings up a 4th and 1 now. Rattlers, of course, going for it. Why not? Sharyland has trips right. Seth Carter lone to the left. Madden's out of the shotgun. As Martinez now lined up to his right. He's the single back. Out of the shotgun. Option. Pitching it to Martinez. This could be trouble. Chase down from behind. Turnover on downs. And this Gladiator defense stands tall. Simple option play. Defense reading it perfectly on the far side of the field. Now out comes their offense. Defense holding up their end on that drive. 7-0. Still your score. 5:20 in the opening quarter. Richard Thompson Stadium, the site of tonight's action. And we'll talk about this district and what's on the horizon for these two schools going forward. Little trouble on the handoff. Unless he picks up a couple of yards, is Rodriguez. Picked up 1, 2nd and 9 coming up. .455. Clock's starting to run. Gladiators taking their time offensively, getting the calls from their head coach on the far side of the field. Now he's going to elect to call a timeout. Confusion on the field from the Gladiators. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. It's 4:39 in the opening quarter. Sharyland 7, Roma nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. And welcome back to the action. After a timeout called by the Gladiators, 2nd and 9. They're coming out of the shotgun, 2-back set. Lined up somewhat of a pistol formation. 2 receivers for the Gladiators. Rolling out to the right. Picks up a block, fires that one incomplete. Threw it out of bounds. So it's now a 3rd and 9. 4:30 in the opening quarter. Now the Gladiators are hoping to pick up a first down to try and keep their drive alive. They'll fake the end around. Deep ball over the middle. Passes up, incomplete. No flags in the secondary. They were looking for Alex Maldonado, the intended wide receiver. On the coverage for the Rattlers was John Broyles. Both bumped shoulders and fell to the turf. No, that's a good no call there from the officials, letting them play that one out. Now it'll bring up a 4th down, and again, Gladiators will punt this one away. Again, the Rattlers scoring on their opening possession. Now the Gladiators are punting on their first 2 possessions of the ball game. Wobbly snap. He's able to punt this one away. This time it's a good one. Now Londes is just saying to get away from the football. Gladiators will down it at the 21-yard lines where the officials will spot this one. So out comes the Rattler offense. Once again, it's a 7-0 score. Both defenses stepping up. La Jolla Palmview 7, Nicky Road nothing. Opening quarter. Raymondville 14. Corpus Christi West nothing. Raymondville has an early lead. Orange Grove 7, Progreso nothing. Harlingen South 7, Brownsville Rivera nothing. Quick screen to Carter. And the secondary is there to sniff it out right from the word go. That play goes nowhere. So again, updated scores from around the valley. 3:53 and counting. Mercedes 14 at Cal Chelsea nothing. That's a big rivalry. And on the other side, Madden back to pass. Flushed out on the run to his right at the 15. He's going to tuck it and run. Crossing the 30-yard line, and then he'll run out of bounds. Good coverage from the secondary there from the Gladiators. But nonetheless, that's what you get in the dual threat quarterback in Lance Madden. He can hurt you with his arm. He can hurt you with his legs. He'll pick up the 1st down on the quarterback scramble. Motion man is Cole. He'll take the end around. Looking for some room to run. He'll be stopped at the 30. We have an updated score in the 6A rankings. We'll get you that score after this play. 2nd and 12. Cole lost 2 on the end around. Trips right. 1 lone receiver to the left. That's Carter. Madden out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Madden has time. Deep ball over the middle. Wants Carter. Broken up. How about that coverage? Juan Pena wearing the number 9 got in the middle and broke that pass up. Carter's wanting a flag, but he's not going to get it. That time you just have to tip your hat to the corner on that play. Carter makes that catch. We're talking touchdown Rattlers. Weslaco High is up 14-0 against the Cougars. They'll fake the jet sweep. Madden, quick screen. Gonzalez to the 30-yard line. Still on his feet, tiptoeing down the sideline. We'll see where the officials will spot him. 2:39 is where the clock will stop. So now it brings up a 4th and 8. So on that 3rd down, the Rattlers are unable to convert. And back and forth we go. Tightening up the defense are these Gladiators on their previous 2 drives. 2:39. Snaps there. Max protection. Punts away. Gladiators going to call a fair catch. Going to take a Rattler roll. Ball right around the 16, 17-yard lines. Well, they'll spot this one. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. Rattlers offense coming back out. 2:29 in the opening quarter. Sharyland 7, Roma nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action. Gladiators with the football. Now on their 3rd possession, towards the tail end of the opening quarter, they trail by 1 score. Handoff up the middle. Not much running room there. Nine games streaming on valleycentral.com. We'll go ahead and give you that schedule. 2nd and 9 after the pickup of 1. Plenty of games being streamed. Tomorrow will be the Pigskin. That will also be streamed on valleycentral.com. And a designed quarterback run. The Rattlers stuffed that play. If anything, he lost a few yards. Lost 1 yard, back to a 3rd and 10. Last night I was at Cat Stadium, saw Edinburgh Vela clinch their first ever playoff berth with a 49-14 win against Valley View. And again, Roma knows what Vela can do. They lost to him big a few weeks ago. Handoff to the left side, back to the 20-21 yard line. As for those Sabercats, their gauntlet is through. They've already faced Roma, and they faced Sharyland. I think their last test would be against Mission Vets. That game still coming up for the Sabercats. As for the Rattlers, they took down Vela by 3 on their opening week of district play. That one was a good one, 27-24. Sharyland went on to defeat Mission Veteran Patriots over at Tom Landry Stadium. It's also at that game as well. Final seconds of the opening quarter. Roma again punting this one away. Landes calling for the fair catch. 39-yard line. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter, and out comes the Rattler offense. Both defenses stepping up, exchanging punts after that opening possession from the Rattlers where they got their only touchdown. 7-0 is your score in case you're just tuning in. We have La Jolla Juarez Lincoln at Mac High, Roma here at Sharyland, Harlingen Cardinals at Los Fresnos, Brownsville Hanna at Brownsville Lopez. Madden back to pass, looking to his left, has time, steps up, fires that pass. Great grab by Loreto Guerra into Gladiator territory. The 47-yard line. 7 seconds and counting. That could be the final play of the opening quarter. And it is. So at the end of 1, Sharyland 7, Roma nothing. You're listening to valleycentral.com. We're going to swap sides. You're listening to valleycentral.com. Welcome back to the action. Rattlers now going from left to right. 1st and 10, ball right around midfield. Design quarterback run for Madden, trying to bounce it to the outside and does. 40, 35, still on his feet to the 30, 25. And that's Lance Madden for you folks. Design quarterback run, weaving his way through the defense. 1st down and much more for the Rattlers. Madden back to pass, wants it all, overshoots his man Carter. Second and 10 coming up. So now with that big run from Madden, the Rattlers now set up pretty good. This play getting inside the 20. to the 18-yard lines where they'll spot it. Now the Rattlers facing a 2nd and 7, looking back to pass. Has all the time in the world, back of the end zone, knocked away. Alex Maldonado again breaking that pass up. Now it brings up 3rd and 7. A correction, it's rather a 4th and 7. It's 3rd down on the scoreboard, but on the field it's a 4th and 7. So correction there. 4th and 7 coming up. Here comes the blitz. Madden passes this one to the flats, complete across the 20. Shakes one man. Still on his feet. Tiptoeing his way to the 10-yard line. So it's now a fresh set of downs for these Rattlers. 1st and 10, still have a shot to pick up another 1st down. Madden rolling out to his left, fires off balance, has a man, intercepted by the Gladiators, crossing the 15. They won't be denied. Interception, turnover for these Rattlers. First interception on the night. Alex Maldonado again, the man intercepting that pass. Now what can these Gladiators do on offense? .10:45 left in the first half. Gladiators with the football after the interception. Quick pass complete, crossing the 20, 24-yard line, far side of the field. So the Gladiators just needing one play to pick up a 1st down. 1st and 10 on the 26, handoff up the middle. Not much running room there. Toledo on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Coming up for the Gladiators. 2 receivers will line up to the right. Gladiators out of the shotgun, looking back to pass. Picks up a block. Passes fall incomplete. Rene Ramirez, the intended wide receiver. Just a simple route out onto the flats. 3rd and 10 now coming up. We've seen this before, and these Gladiators are going to, of course, want to keep their drive alive, and having they were to punt this one away, they'd give the Rattlers good field position. Here we go, 3rd and 10. Rattlers jumped off sides. Free play, intercepted, but it's not going to count. 30, 25, still on his feet. Drugged out of bounds inside the 14-yard line. That's going to be an easy call for the officials. Offsides going against Sharyland. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Gladiators will have another shot to keep their drive alive after the penalty. Here we go, 3rd and 5, 9:37, 2nd quarter. Ball on the 30. Gladiators out of the shotgun, looking back to pass. Has time, steps up in the pocket. Deep ball, incomplete. Gladiators wanting a flag. They're not going to get one for passing interference. So now after the penalty, it'll bring up a 4th and 5. End of the second quarter, La Jolla Palmview 7, Nicky Rowe 3. Low snap. Gladiators able to punt this one off. Rattlers are going to take it inside the 35. That's going to be Sharyland looking for some running room, crossing the 30. Picks up a big block, crossing the 45 in midfield. But there is a flag on the 29-yard line on the far side of the field. So we're going to get the call from the official. Second quarter, Rio Hondo nothing, Port Isabel 7. There's going to be a block in the back going against the Rattlers. Los Fresnos has a 14-0 lead in the second quarter against Harlingen. Edinburgh North gets into the end zone. They trail 21-7. Midway in the second quarter. 1st and 10, Sharyland. Hand off left side. Lots of running room across the 40. Midfield, 45-40. And then being taken down by a gang of Gladiator defenders. Far side of the field. Robbie Gonzalez on the carry. First and 10 now. After the big run. Jet sweep to the left to the 35-yard line. .847 and counting in the opening half. 7-0. Rattlers have the lead in case you're just tuning in. The ValleyCentral.com. This play to the right side. Now it's James Cole to the 30. Now 2nd and 7 coming up after the pickup of 3 from Cole. Madden out of the shotgun. One back to his left. Here comes the pressure. Flushed out is Madden. He's going to have to tuck it and run, crossing the 35 to the 30. Staying in bounds to the 24-yard line. Lance Madden doing it all on his feet. 7:50 now in the second quarter. He'll pick up the first down. And they'll move the chains. Trips right, one lone receiver to the left, one back to the left of Madden. Play action, looking back to pass, stepping up in the pocket. Wide open is Cole at the 15. Makes one man miss, two man miss. 10-5, touchdown, Sharyland Rattlers. Shake and bake from James Cole, how about that? Making not one but two defenders miss from the Gladiators. It's too bad this game's not video and audio. Tell you what, some nifty moves from James Cole into the end zone. 13-0 is your score. Extra point coming up. The extra point is up. It is good. Sharyland 14, Roma nothing. 7:32 in the first half. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. About midway through the second quarter, Rattlers have a 14-0 lead. Low squibbly kick, 30-35. Still on his feet, making one man miss. Going to be a decent field position for these Gladiators. They trail 14-0. Once again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to ValleyCentral.com. Kevin Naro here, bringing you the play-by-play action. So here we go. Gladiators with the football. Trips right, one lone receiver to the left. Design, quarterback room. Lots of running room in front of him, trying to pick up a block. All right around midfield. Good design quarterback run. Robert Garzon on the quarterback keeper. All important drive here for these Gladiators. They're already looking at a 14-0 deflict. Don't want to give these Rattlers any more opportunities. Got 7 minutes, plenty of time. 2 timeouts. And you're at midfield. You're only down by 2 scores. Quick pass, incomplete on the slant. He was looking for Giannis. Second and 10 now. And again, the Gladiators. Trips right, one lone receiver to the left, one back to the left. It'll be a handoff up the middle into Sharyland territory. Jesus Zapata on the carry this time for the Gladiators. Now it brings up a 3rd and 7. You got to convert here to keep the drive alive. I wouldn't say you're in 4-down territory. You're in that range where you got to either keep your drive alive or you just punt it away. But if you're a Roma fan, you're hoping they can get a fresh set of downs here. 3rd and 7. Garza out of the shotgun, back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the defense, and he's lit up. Sharyland on the big hit. Diego Cantu, however, held on to that football. You could tip your hat to him. He took a lick over the middle. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. Now you send your offense back out on the field. You need 1 yard. Keep an eye on the hard count maybe. And it's going to be a designed quarterback run. Going to be very close on the far side. Don't think he got it. Sharyland coaches are saying it's their football. The officials are going to try and sort this one out. It's going to be really close. I think it's just going to depend on the spot. Looks like from up here, I don't think he got it. Now the officials are just going to discuss this one. I think they're going to bring the chain gang out. Just shy of the first down. Turnover on downs. Rattlers will take over. So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 Rattlers. Now if you're the defense for the Gladiators, you're going to be on your toes here. Wouldn't be surprised if the Rattlers will go deep on their first play. Kind of looking for the nail in the coffin early in this one. 5:45 in the first half. Rattlers 14, Gladiators nothing. Rattlers going from left to right. Ball on the 42. Back to pass. Down he goes. Coverage sack. The 40-yard line. And yes, the Rattlers were looking deep on that play. Brownsville Hanna 21, Brownsville Lopez nothing. Both of those Brownsville schools winless in their respective districts, so something had to give there, and so far the Eagles looking good. He'll pump to his left, that quick pass complete to the 45, 46-yard line. Now that is not Lance Madden in at quarterback. That is Cesar Chapa. He's taking over the quarterback duties from Madden. I can't spot Madden anywhere on the sideline. Chapa is now the quarterback, stepping up in the pocket. Makes one man miss, cross midfield, 45, down to the 40-yard line. So Chapa now the quarterback, one of 3 quarterbacks these Rattlers have. Of course, we've all seen the 1-2 punch of Madden and Chrysler. We've seen more of Madden this year, of course. Quote-unquote officially won the starting job. Chapa with a designed quarterback run back to the line of scrimmage. If anything, he picked up a couple of yards. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first half. And again, I've always said it, a big fan of scoring points before the half. You always want to take that momentum into the locker room. Chapa, back to pass, has all the time, steps up, overshoots his man, incomplete. Here comes the flag. It's going to be passing interference against the Gladiators, right around the 15-yard line. Now the officials discussing this one. Coach Alam is saying there should be no debate. It should be an automatic passing interference and a first down, but the officials so they're going to say that pass was uncatchable, so that negates that penalty. So the Gladiators dodge a bullet there. 3rd and 9 now coming up. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. 2-back set for the Rattlers. Looking to his left, flushed out of the pocket, shakes one man, picks up a block, shakes another. And finally drugged down from behind. Jesse Hernandez and Rene Ramirez on the tackle. 3:20 left in the first half. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. Chapa out of the shotgun, looking back to pass. Has time, steps up, wide open over the middle, complete, 10-5, end zone, touchdown, Rattlers. Perfect strike to Robbie Gonzalez. Flag on the 4-yard line. For now, the touchdown will stand. And just in a blink of an eye, the Rattlers are up 3 scores. But again, hold the phone. Penalties on the field. Again, another discussion going on by the officiating crew. Trying to sort this penalty out. Not sure what the penalty would be. If it's against Roma, then the touchdown will stand, obviously. But the officials are going to go ahead and give the explanation to the Gladiators coaching staff. Here's the call. It's a personal foul going against the Gladiators, so the touchdown will stand. So it's a 20-0 Rattler lead. The extra point coming up. The extra point is up. It is good. 3:03 left in the first half. Sharyland 21, Roma nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action. Rattlers lead 21-0. We're already at the tail end of the first half. Gladiators will take out this short kick, crossing the 35, trying to bounce it to the outside. And at the 35-yard lines, the Gladiators will take over. Again, still 2 timeouts. 2:54 left in the first half. Plenty of time for these Gladiators to try and find their groove offensively. Some of their drives have been halted due to penalties or miscues. Oh, here we go. 2:54. Gladiators with the football. Hand off. .246. Pickup of 6 on the ground for the Gladiators. 2nd and 4 coming up. So again, if you're on Twitter, you can follow @Action4Sports, @Action4Sports. Keeping you up to date with all the scores from around the valley. Los Fresnos 21, Harlingen 7. They're under a minute to go before they reach halftime out in Los Fresnos. Rolling out is Garza. That pass is complete at the 49-yard line, right around midfield. It's an interesting sight right here in front of me. We see Chapa and Chrysler both throwing the football to each other. They're taking some warm-up passes. Still don't see Lance Madden anywhere. First and 10. Roma will stick to the ground game. Rattlers now will elect to take a timeout. Pickup of 2, call it a 2nd and 8. Rattlers will take a timeout. They're first of the half. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. Sharyland 21, Roma nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Welcome back to the action. $1:40 left in the first half. 21-0. Rattlers with the lead. Gladiators with the football. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball at midfield. Gladiators back to pass. Quick slant, incomplete. Noe Loeta, the intended wide receiver. 2 things in favor of the Rattlers. 1, the clock stops. 2, it's 3rd and 9. And you know these Rattlers, they'll feast on any opportunity they can to get some points on that board. We'll see what they do here. Here we go, 3rd and 9. He'll fake the end around. Garza doesn't have to call his own number. Can he pick up the first down? Yes, he does. Talking about thinking on your feet. Big time first down there for the Gladiators. That will keep their drive alive. 1:26 in the first half. And again, the Gladiators still have a pair of timeouts in their back pocket. Here we go. They'll set up on the Rattler 39. Defense looks confused. However, whistles come in on the Sharyland side. That's going to be a defensive timeout. The defense did not look ready. Fortunate for them, they were able to call a timeout before that snap got off. 1:15 in the first half. Rattlers 21, Gladiators nothing. In case you're just tuning in, we'll recap the scoring for you. Guerra scored the first touchdown for the Rattlers, making it 7-0 with around 8 minutes in the opening quarter. Then the Rattlers got up to a 14-0 lead with 7:30 in the second quarter on a 24-yard pitch and catch to James Cole. Then they added to their lead with a 21-0 lead with a touchdown run from Gonzalez with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. That brings us to a 21-0 lead. Minute 15 in the first half. Gladiators with the football. They'll have a fresh set of downs after the Rattler timeout. Rattlers showing blitz. Trips left. Garza back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the defense. Pass is complete. 35. Football's on the ground. I think the officials are going to say he was down. Loetta on the reception. And Loetta is injured on the play. He's walking off on his own power. Looks like to be an upper body injury. First and 10 on the 34. Gladiators again out of the shotgun. Play action over the middle. Nearly intercepted. In and out of his hands. Ismael Garcia, a linebacker there. Football was thrown right between his numbers. Just couldn't haul it in. Clock stops 48 seconds. 3rd and 5 now coming up for the Gladiators. And again, they still have 2 timeouts. Trips left, one lone receiver to the right. Garza back to pass, looking to his right, incomplete pass. Had his man, and now the clock will stop at 44 seconds, and it's a 4th and 5, and I think this is the area of the field where you just go ahead and go for it. Again, there's no 80 on the roster for the Gladiators. Fourth and 5 coming up. Gladiators going for it. Garza back to pass. Deep ball right side, wants it all. Diving at the goal line. Incomplete. Rattlers defense holds up. Now they'll flip the switch. 38 seconds left in the first half, and the Rattlers will now have the football. And they have 1 timeout left. And if you've seen this Rattler offense, you know what their goal is. They'll take 38 seconds, put it in their back pocket, and look for the end zone. Now it's interesting now that Diego Chrysler is now the quarterback for the Rattlers. He's out of the shotgun. Still no sign of Lance Madden. Chrysler back to pass. Crossing the 35. Chrysler lowering his shoulder, taking on defenders at the 40. Timeout now by the Rattlers. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout up here. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com.
Oh, maybe that's what he wanted to do in this game.
26 seconds left in the first half. And again, Diego Chrysler's your quarterback. He's looking back to pass. Picks up a block. Deep ball right side. Looking for Cole. Turn it around. Making the catch. How about that? James Cole making the adjustment. Turning around. Catching the football. Keeping both feet in bounds. Tell you what, James Cole is something special, and he's just one of many weapons that these Rattlers have on offense. 19 seconds. Chrysler, the quarterback. Madden, we've just spotted. He is on the sideline. Helmet in his hand. Still dressed. Not knowing the full extent. Now Chrysler has all the time. Scratch that. They shake a block, and down he goes. Rene Ramirez shedding off a block. That one came out of nowhere now. Chrysler will spike this one with 1 second. How about that, Chrysler? Just in the nick of time. Again, the Rattlers all out of timeouts. Rattlers up 21-0. Again, they're going for the gold. Again, Chrysler pleading for the football and a fake spike. Okay, now here comes Madden. He's going to be the placeholder. This could be a fake. Keep an eye. You got Champa, your quarterback 3, Madden, and there you go. There's the fake. End around, looking back to pass. Get it, a deep ball. Pass is incomplete. Stating the obvious, when you have your two quarterbacks lined up as a kicker and your placeman. End of the first half here at Richard Thompson Stadium. Sharyland 21, Roma nothing. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. Stay tuned for the second half here on ValleyCentral.com.